Hi guys, I'm glad to see you again. Today we are going to talk about animals. This is a very interesting topic to discuss between us and it's very important to learn because with that we can understand a lot of our words. So let's have a blast discovering animals and talking about them in English. Learn animal names, colors, size, and more in a super fun way. That is the most important thing. We have to enjoy what are we doing, and we need to be prepared to understand everything in a very fun way. So get ready to be an animal expert with games, stories, and exciting activities. So let's go. Before everything, I want to ask you, what are animals? Do you have any idea? Do you have any opinion? Someone want to give me your opinion about an animal? Okay, so the animals are living creatures that can move. Yeah, they can move, they can eat, and they can breathe. Okay, for example, we, like a human beings, we are animals too. Okay, me, your parents, you, we are animals because we can move, we can eat, and we can breathe. Okay, so this is very important because our pets, for example, cats, dogs, horses, birds, they are animals also. But what is the difference between them? That we have a little bit more comprehension of reality. So with that way, we can understand the world better. We can create different things. Okay, so the animals are in different sizes, and also different colors. If you remember, the animals that you know in your life, they have different sizes, and different colors. They are different in color, right? For example, if you have a cat, you can have a white cat or you can have a black cat, okay? But if you have a horse also, the horses usually they have the color brown, okay? So this is a very good interesting point to identify or to start identifying the animals, right? Okay, so the different types of animals that we can identify, for example, are mammals. The animals have fur or hair, like me, fur hair. They birth to a babies, like a babies, okay? Mammals. So the birds, in that case, if we continue explaining that lessons, the birds have feathers and beaks. They can fly. They can fly. The birds can fly in the sky, right? The reptiles have scales and lay eggs. For example, we can identify some reptiles like snake, for example, the snake, the turtle, that they walk very slow. Okay, crocodile also is another reptile. The fish, they live underwater. Okay, if the water is here, the top, they live underwater. They have the ability to be a good swimmers, okay, because they live in the water. Also, the amphibians, they have the characteristic that they can live underwater, they can stay in the water, or they can live on land. Okay, so they have this characteristic, a mix of the combination of that properties. Okay, good. So now, where animals live? Okay, we, like human beings, we have our homes. For example, I live in my home. You with your parents, you live in your homes. And the animals, they have different homes where they can live. For example, the forests, where a lot of trees. The forests, the deserts. Deserts where, for example, we are not able to identify a lot of trees. It's very hot, and this is very difficult to find water. But even there, we can see different animals. The oceans, yeah, the oceans, like with a lot of water in the ocean, we find, for example, fishes and much more animals that they can swim. the jungles. There are some examples, right? Each animal has a home where it feels safe and can find food to survive, right? Now, how animals can communicate? They use different ways to communicate between them. For example, they use sounds. They use sounds like us. For example, we are communicating between us using sounds. I speak, you listen. You have the ability to listen and communicate with sounds. Me too. Okay, some animals have this ability too. They can, for example, the birds can chirp, and when they are doing that, it's something similar to sing. Okay, so they communicate with sounds. And other animals, they can use the body language. Okay, they can use, for example, the wings, or they can use the legs to communicate between them. So that's important to know. Okay, and the last point that I want to mention that is very important that you consider is pets and friends. Okay, many animals can be our pets. They give us love and companionship. Okay, for example, I want to mention some pets that we can identify in our house. The cats or the kittens when they are babies. Yes, they are very curious, very friendly animals. They live with us and we need to give them love, food, and we need to care about them. And other pets that I can mention, for example, are the dogs or the doggies when they are babies, horses, birds. They are the most common, but we can have a lot of pets. Okay, so the most important thing that you want to remember with this point is that you need to give them love, and we need to give them food, and we need to take care about them because they need us. Okay, so with that point we can finish that point, point of the information with animals. Okay, now is the moment where we can to play. We have to play to identify different kind of animals. We're going to identify the size, the colors, and with different questions we're able to learn much more about them. Okay, so let's go, guys.